Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can segment your list to not only remove buyers from your prospect list, but also how you can start to promote and monetize those who have been on your list for at least 7 days or more. So you can squeeze the most money out of the quote unquote tire kickers who haven't bought your primary offer. All right. So what we want to do is we want to go up to subscribers. Okay. This particular list is a brand new list, 302 subscribers. And so this is what I want you to take a look at. You see where it says by date. You can filter a lot of different things on here. Ad tracking, last message read, no opens, undeliverables, people who didn't click on the link. It's a lot of different ways you can isolate subscribers based off of certain things, right? So I want you to take a look at by date. So added today, added since yesterday, added in the past 7 days, added in the past 30 days, added in the last year. So what we want to do is we want to click on added in the past 7 days. So out of 302, we now have 204 subscribers. And so now we come up here where it says date added. You want to click on this and date is added on or before 7 days ago. Click search. So now it filters it down even more to 98 subscribers. And so now what we're left with, subscribers who have been on the list for 7 days or more. And so what we do is we save this. We just name it anything, demo, right? Okay, so demo 2017. So you see right here, it says by segment. It shows the segments that we save right here in this section. So now we go over to messages. Go to broadcast, and now click on drag and drop emailer. Now we can construct the email, send out, have a new link, a little bit of more copy, put that link again. I'm just trying to keep it simple for the sake of this video. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how to easily get top-notch email copy that is tested and proven to hit the inbox, right? So don't worry too much about it in this video. I'm just showing you how to format it, how it's going to look as a template. You put your subject line. Can't spell today. Subject line. Okay, now we go over here to save and exit. And so where it says send options, we click on schedule a broadcast. You see where it says, do you want to share this message with? Okay, we don't need to do all of that. Facebook, Twitter. No, we don't have to. Who should receive this message? Okay, so make sure that you're on the right list that you created. And it says send to segment all subscribers. No, by default, it's supposed to say all subscribers. But we need to click on edit. Go down to where we find that segment that we saved, demo 2017, click apply, and we can choose to send it now or in the future, right? So send time, we can play around with that. You know, if you're on the East Coast and people take lunch at 12 Eastern time, you can play around with that. That way they're not, they might be at the desk eating a sandwich and they can check out your offer, or, they might get home after work at 5. So you will set it to 6:30 after they relax. They, sat on the couch with their laptop or their tablet, just, kind of think outside the box. No time is the perfect time. It's all about testing and tweaking. So anyway, after we schedule or we choose to send immediately, we come down here and click on send message now. And now your message is going to be broadcast to that segment of people who've been on your list for 7 days or longer. So it's not going to bother those initial prospects who are just now entering into that 7-day follow-up series. So they're still going to be indoctrinated with those 7 emails going out daily. And we're trying to push them back to that main offer to increase our return on our investment from paid traffic, right? That's what it's all about. We push them through the capture page. We hope they buy up front right away. But the majority of the time people don't. So the follow-up series is designed to push them back, giving them more reasons why they need to go back and buy. The fortune is in the follow-up. But like I said, a price point between $9 and $97. If it takes a person a whole week, they're not going to buy it, period. So now this is the way to monetize and send other offers to people who've been on the list for those 7 days or longer. So every single day you can send out a broadcast. You can send out 2 broadcasts. You can send as much as you want. You can send to CPA, CPL, affiliate offers, your own offer, coaching, consultations. You can send any type of offer to these people to try to squeeze as much money as possible, because you don't want them to be tenants living in your apartment complex rent free, because all it's going to do is burn a hole in your pocket. See, I know so many people who have huge lists, right? And keep in mind, I have multiple lists. I have about 6 or 7 AWeber lists. I have one Get Response list, and I have self-hosting email platforms that I use, right? But each and every list is no more than 15,000 subscribers. I got one list that was 18,000. I just recently cleaned it, so now it's down to like 14. When I say cleaned it, I've removed unopeners, people who haven't been responsive over the past 6 months. But it really doesn't matter how big your list is. It's all about how active the subscribers are. If they open, if they click, and if they buy stuff, right? So we want to keep emailing as much as possible. Like I said, you can email once or you can email twice a day. But the idea is to email consistently, because guess what? These subscribers are on other marketers' lists as well. And so if you're not going to email them and put a good offer in front of them and have them buy and pay you commission from that offer, somebody else will, and they're going to beat you to it every single time. Okay. And so you might think, man, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to fill up their inbox with these offers. Keep in mind, these people are the ones who opted in to check out opportunities that can help them. So morally, it will actually be wrong of you to not promote something to that person that you feel is a legitimate offer. Like I said, morally, you need to promote to these people who opted in, who trusted you enough to let them know something that works or something that might help them out. And so, like I said, you can send to a CPL offer, because at least we know that they're proven to opt in, and the CPL will pay you per opt-in. Whichever ones you find is the best quality wise, promote it to them, because there's no harm being done. And at the end of the day, they can always choose to unsubscribe. And trust me, they will. Every single time you send an email, you'll have unsubscribers. Just like every time you do a Facebook post, you'll have people who, choose not to like it, or you have people who eventually choose to unfollow you or unfriend you because it's in their news feed. Some people are just like that. They'll friend you or they'll opt in because they're intrigued and they want to hear more from you. But then when they hear consistently, they'll unfriend you. Guess what? More people will friend request you. More people will opt in. It's just the same. Okay, so let me show you now how you can set it up to where you're removing your buyers from the prospects automatically. Okay, so first let me open this up and briefly explain to you the science behind this process. Okay. So, we already know that we have the capture page with the email field. So as soon as a person opts in, they're then taken to the main offer, right? With the buy button. So they're taken to the main offer with the buy button in hopes of a sale. Now, when the person opts in, that 7-day series automatically starts up. Seven-day series automatically starts up, but it's a way that we can remove that person once they buy, and that's by when they're taken to the thank you page. So, in the past, in pretty much all of my funnels, I'll have some type of video, or I'll just have some type of instructions on the thank you page where I congratulate them on getting started. And I tell them, hey, you need to opt in to create your account, or you need to opt in to tell us where to send your digital download, right? So you tell them to opt in to put their email address inside of this page in order to receive the product that they purchase. And what's happening is you're now able to deliver their login credentials, or you're able to deliver that digital product to them. But not only that, they're also going to be added to a buyer's list. Okay. So it kills two birds with one stone. They're taken from the capture page to the sales page. And once they purchase, they're taken to the thank you page where we have instructions that tell them to opt in to receive their goods or the service that we provide. And then once they opt in, they're on that buyer's list. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to show you right now how that's possible and how we can do that automatically with Aweber. This is why I love Aweber so much. It's so user friendly, but yet the most complex things can be done in an automated fashion. So we go up to list options. We go to list automation. Okay, so you see automation rules. Automatically subscribe or unsubscribe someone to this list. Use automation rules to subscribe or unsubscribe someone to this list when he or she subscribes or unsubscribes to another list. So, action. You see where it says create a new rule. So what we're going to do is, first of all, you have your main list that you already created. Hopefully, you followed the instructions and you created your main list. So, you have that main list, which is going to be the prospect list. And the prospect list is just that main list that they opted in as soon as they put their email address in on that capture page and they got exposed to that offer. So because they haven't yet bought, they're still a prospect. They're not a customer yet. So their prospect list, it can be named John's product prospects, right? It doesn't matter. So what we're going to need is a secondary list now called John's product customer. It doesn't matter. We just need to have two separate lists inside of our Aweber account at this point in order to complete this process. So now all you got to do is go back, follow the same steps that you did to create that initial prospect list and create that second list. Okay, so all you need really on that second list as a follow-up sequence is just that email that you delivered the product goods or the login credentials. However the product is supposed to be delivered, that first follow-up should contain that information. And so once you have those in place, you come here to where it says create a new rule, go down to where it says unsubscribe from. So you want to select unsubscribe from prospect list when subscribed to customer list. So it'll show you the different lists that you have in here. Once you select it, you click Save Automation Rule. And so, like I said, one more time, once that person goes to the thank you page, and puts in their email address, they are no longer a prospect. They are now a customer and they should be treated as such. One customer is 200 times as valuable as a prospect. Just think about it. A person who has bought from you before tend to buy from you again. So it doesn't matter if they spent $1, $10. It doesn't matter. A buyer is a buyer is a buyer. Once a person is proven to buy, they're going to buy again because it's a frame of mind. It doesn't matter the cost. It's the fact that they have inside of their mind that they're not scared to part with their money. And they trust this internet thing enough to where they pull out their card and they'll buy. It's a big difference in mindset between a prospect and a customer. You have to treat them like gold. And once I go over a few things about social media and Facebook, I'll show you how you can build a group where you have all of your buyers and customers inside who are your biggest fans at this point. Hopefully you provided them something of value and they're your biggest fans and they can all congregate and eventually they'll do more business with you in the future. That is the ultimate follow-up process where you take a prospect, turn them into a buyer, and you follow up with constant value and have long-term relationships with those buyers. Okay. So like I said, follow these segmentation rules. Do not forget, you want to remove the buyers from the prospect. You only want to give them quality stuff at this point because you know they tend to buy. You want to treat them completely different.